Did you know that insurance fraud costs Americans over $40 billion per year? That's $400 to $700 per family in increased premiums. What if the system designed to protect us is actually making fraud easier? Allstate and GEICO are taking action against New York fraud schemes that are costing millions. If you thought insurance fraud was just occasional small-time scams, these recent lawsuits reveal something far more systematic and concerning. Two major insurers, Allstate and GEICO, have filed lawsuits that suggest widespread exploitation of New York's no-fault insurance system. These cases reveal patterns of deception that may indicate fundamental problems with the no-fault insurance system itself. Allstate's lawsuit, filed on August 13th, targets a network of New York pharmacies and wholesalers for an alleged $1.48 million fraud scheme. According to Allstate, these pharmacies submitted fraudulent claims under New York's no-fault auto insurance laws for medications that violated regulations. The lawsuit alleges inflated prices and collusion between pharmacies and prescribers to write unnecessary prescriptions. Allstate isn't just seeking financial compensation. They want a court ruling to prevent these pharmacies from filing any more no-fault claims. Meanwhile, GEICO filed its own lawsuit in July against a Brooklyn pharmacy, claiming $3.5 million in fraudulent no-fault claims. In a separate case, GEICO is also pursuing 6 New York medical suppliers for allegedly orchestrating $2 million in fake claims. The similarities between these cases are striking. Both involve abuse of New York's no-fault system through fraudulent billing and questionable prescriptions. These lawsuits suggest that New York's no-fault insurance system may be vulnerable to organized fraud schemes. The no-fault system was designed to expedite claims processing. Accident victims need care, insurers pay, and everyone moves on without lengthy litigation. However, this efficiency may create opportunities for fraud, as the system relies heavily on trust and documentation. Both lawsuits highlight similar tactics: inflated bills, questionable prescriptions, and coordination between healthcare providers. The financial impact is significant: millions of dollars in potentially fraudulent claims across multiple cases. No-fault insurance is intended to simplify the aftermath of car accidents by having each driver's insurance cover their own costs, regardless of fault. This approach reduces litigation, but depends on honest reporting from medical providers and claimants. When trust is broken through inflated bills or fabricated treatments, the entire system suffers, ultimately leading to higher premiums for everyone. These cases raise important questions about whether the no-fault system itself needs reform to prevent fraud. The speed and complexity of the current system may create oversight gaps that fraudsters can exploit. However, eliminating no-fault insurance would be a major change that could impact how accident victims receive timely care. For Allstate and GEICO, these lawsuits represent just the beginning of what could be years of legal proceedings to address the alleged fraud. Other insurers will be watching closely, as unchecked fraud patterns ultimately harm all stakeholders in the insurance system. The question remains whether these lawsuits will lead to broader reform, or if the no-fault system will continue to face similar challenges. One thing is certain: the issue of no-fault insurance fraud is likely to remain a significant concern for insurers and policyholders alike. Thank you for watching this analysis of insurance fraud cases. We hope this information helps you understand the challenges facing the no-fault insurance system and why these lawsuits matter to all policyholders.